Let's talk about the latest Jimmy Kimmel incident. If you don't already know, Donald Trump, Melania Trump, Caroline Leavitt, and several people from the MAGA world are calling for Jimmy Kimmel to be fired once again because Jimmy Kimmel made a joke. But something doesn't add up about all of this. First, let me play you Jimmy Kimmel's response to the president and first lady calling for him to be fired.
You know how sometimes you wake up in the morning and the first lady puts out a statement demanding you be fired from your job? We've all been there, right? A call to fire me from our first lady, Melania Trump, saying I should be fired because of a joke I made, again, 5 nights ago. It was a pretend roast. I said, our first lady, Melania, is here. Look at her, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow, which obviously was a joke about their age difference and the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I've been very vocal for many years speaking out.
So, Jimmy Kimmel set up a mock roast where he was the roast master and he was roasting people, and he put clips of people from different within the administration. He talked about Stephen Miller and Melania Trump and a whole bunch of different people, and he mock roasted them. And Donald and Melania say that he should be fired in the wake of the assassination attempt at the White House Correspondents Dinner because he said that. The problem with that is that the White House Correspondents Dinner and the alleged shooting happened on the 25th. Jimmy Kimmel made that joke on the 23rd. So how come Melania Trump and Donald Trump and Caroline Leavitt and all of MAGA land weren't calling for Jimmy Kimmel to be fired on the 23rd, the 24th, or the entire day of the 25th? Why did they wait until after the shooting to say, see, this is the kind of violence that gets stoked? Look at what he said, making it sound like it was in the wake of this shooting. It's almost as if Donald Trump, Melania Trump, and the people around Donald Trump knew they were going to have a better opportunity to try and peg him against the wall on this particular comment if they just waited until something big happened. They didn't go after him when he said it. They didn't go after him the next day. They didn't go after him the next day. They waited until the shooting happened, and then they went after him. To me, that's even more evidence that this was staged. They waited for a bigger opportunity to put his joke in the spotlight and say, see, this is a problem with political violence coming from the left. Donald Trump doesn't wait to jump on shit like that. He does it while it's happening. Hell, he watches these shows and tweets or truths out what's happening in real time that he doesn't like. He waited 3 days, 2.5 days, until after an alleged assassination attempt to call for Jimmy Kimmel's firing. That dog don't hunt.